Football on YouTube. Can I get a roll tide up inside the comment box family? Thank you so much for kicking it here with me this morning. Today is a Feelgood Friday show. It is November 14th. We are one day away from Alabama taking on Oklahoma, and today will be a score prediction show. That means you call in when you see the call in line name appear and you hit me up with your score prediction. We'll have some dialogue. I always look forward to Feel Good Fridays. All right, look, right now the experts are absolutely rolling with Alabama. I've seen the biggest analysts in college football start to pick Alabama by double digits. Everybody is feeling really good about the Alabama Crimson Tide, and to be honest, I get the nervousness for this weekend. Every weekend it's like, look, if you're not nervous going into an SEC game, you better check your pulse, because every single weekend is any given Saturday. It doesn't matter if you're playing LSU, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Auburn in a couple weeks. This is the SEC. Welcome to the NFL light, 1,000,000%. So, yeah, am I a little nervous for this Saturday? I'm nervous for every single game. But the experts feel that Alabama will be able to get it rolling on Saturday. And look, I provided this week my confidence level, and I will share you my score prediction. I think I have it like 27-10, something like that. So I'm picking Alabama football by double digits as well. And I think, look, as pictured right here, and I discussed this yesterday, anytime you have a quarterback like Ty Simpson who is operating at this high of a level, I'm not going to lose sight of that. And I fully understand that Oklahoma's defense, their entire goal is to put pressure on Ty. I would if I'm playing Alabama myself, and I understand that the running game, has been kind of stuck in the mud. And to be honest, fam, I don't know if we see a big change this weekend. I think this might be something gradual, and I'll share with you my thoughts on AK Deer, because I slept on this, and I've been thinking about this a lot. So that's coming up in just a minute. But I do have high confidence in Alabama beating Oklahoma. I'm fully aware that this is a very capable team. I remember last year. But I do feel that home field will play a gigantic role in this particular game. Alabama riding a 17 home game winning streak under Coach Kalen DeBoer. They're undefeated, and the black hoodie will be out. It's not like he's going to come out in a white hoodie all of a sudden. So feel good about this particular matchup, and I will take your calls and get your score predictions here in just a minute. Look, last night, who watched Alabama basketball? I did. This team has the makings to clearly make a very serious run, and they played a damn good team last night in Purdue, and I think that Purdue will probably be there at the end of the season. Look, Purdue has beaten Alabama, how many times? 3 times? At least Alabama isn't scared to schedule the best in the country. For the last 4 consecutive seasons, Alabama has had the toughest schedule in the entire nation. Nate Oates is not afraid to play with the bigs. And last night wasn't their best showing, but it wasn't their worst. I think the back end made us a little bit frustrating. Clearly they lost. But, there was 21 lead changes in that game. But the problem was, and I think everybody's talking about it this morning, is the rebounds. Oh, my goodness. I have never, ever. Have you ever seen this before? Alabama was out-rebounded 52-28. That is a stat that I think is probably a little bit alarming. I'm like, damn, what's going on in the rebound category? Because 52-28 is unthinkable, okay? With that said, Alabama was still there. I felt that LeBaron Philon, as I discussed on Bama, Wake Up Bama, there was, some critical points in the back end that he'd probably like to have back as a player. He missed a free throw. He had 1 free throw on the night. He missed it. I thought it came at a critical point. I thought he should have pushed, kicked the ball out earlier when there was 45 seconds. But whatever. It's that is kind of micro looking at the team. When you zoom out, you understand that they are 2-1. They did beat St. John's last week, and they fall to Purdue. They get ready for Illinois. Their schedule is ridiculously hard. I do like what I see. I want to see a little bit more from the big men for Alabama. Love me some Taylor Bobolin. I think that guy is kind of the quintessential of a hard hat type player. He's been a wonderful transfer in, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, Alabama basketball fell last night 87-80. AK Deer this weekend. Fam, I'm going to get to my shout outs in just a minute, and of course I'll take your guys' calls. The more and more I think about this, so listen up. All right. So who wants to see AK Deer play this weekend? Thumbs up inside the comment box. The more that I think about AK Deer, I rest on this fact. AK Deer right now has not seen a lot of playing time. I don't think he's seen any in SEC play. If AK Deer is to play against Oklahoma, I would be excited because he clearly has playmaking ability. What makes me nervous, and I slept on this, is that AK Deer has not played in SEC, and we don't understand how AK Deer is in terms of pass protection. And I feel that when we think about a running back, all we care about is sometimes speed, agility, how they're hitting the hole, how are they being used, scheming wise, maybe catching the football. But I'm not sure if we want our freshman running back who has limited experience coming in to play pass protection and rely on him to protect Ty Simpson when a defense like Oklahoma is number 1 in tackles for loss in the country and is number 7 in the country in sacks. That seems terrifying because I think the recipe to beat Alabama is to get after Ty Simpson. And the more that Ty Simpson is under duress, the less accurate he is as a quarterback. So while I want to see more AK Deer, while I want to see more from the Alabama running game, maybe this isn't the particular time to kind of put AK in. And I think if he gets in there, even Daniel Hill has had a very difficult time in pass protection, right? I think if you put AK Deer in and he struggles against pass protection, again, we haven't seen him in pass protection in SEC play, you might lose some confidence there. Now, look, I have no idea what the game plan includes, but I would imagine that Oklahoma wants to get after Ty Simpson. And if you have a true freshman that hasn't played an SEC play that is protecting Ty back there as an extra blocker, I'm taking advantage of that, and I'm bringing the absolute house to challenge AK Deer. So that's kind of why, look, I want to see him play. I'm with you, fam. I want to see him play. You have a game against East Illinois that is coming around after Oklahoma. You probably see a lot of opportunities for some other guys, but I don't know if we want freshmen who hasn't played a lick in SEC play to be protecting Ty Simpson in a critical game. Because, look, I go back to this, and I'm not trying to instill fear in y'all, but you lose to Oklahoma. Okay, yeah, still in good position to play even for the SEC championship. You probably lose some because Alabama is, ranked a little bit lower when they do lose compared to other teams, as I've explained. But that puts a lot of pressure on the Auburn game. And Auburn, it's not like people have been blowing out Auburn, right? And Auburn would have no other hopes and dreams than to knock Alabama out of the playoffs. So something that I am monitoring, something I did think about, I'm like, yeah, let's rush a freshman out there. Let's get him out there. Let's see some opportunities. But at the same time, I'm like, man, we got to protect Ty Simpson because if you get to Ty Simpson, might be in some trouble. All right, a couple things. Texas and Georgia. Who are y'all taking? Type Texas, type T for Texas, type G for Georgia. I had a short video go out yesterday regarding this particular matchup. Look, I think if Texas is able to beat Georgia, it clearly tells us that Texas is playing and it's started to find themselves. They still have to beat Texas A&M, Arkansas on the back end. I don't know if they're able to beat Georgia. That's certainly a game that I am watching. I'm sure you are too. Does anybody think inside the comment box that that Texas is able to beat Georgia? I think some people will go for it, but man, beating Georgia at home, very, very challenging, 100%. And then this whole Notre Dame with Pittsburgh. If somehow Pittsburgh is able to beat Notre Dame, clearly you got to finally think that Notre Dame is out of the playoffs with 3 losses. So I think there'd be a lot of Pittsburgh fans on Saturday watching Pitt and Notre Dame. All right. Last thing. Okay, before we get to some shout-outs, this is Feelgood Friday. All right. So we want to, feel good on this day every single day, but particularly Friday. This is a Feel Good Friday show, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. And remember that we have a lot of great things going for us, especially 8-1 on this season. All right, the goal today actually is 10 Super Chats. We had 10 Super Chats. I think we had one come in that I'll go to right now, and we got Aiden. What's up, man? Aiden, good to see you, dog. He says, hey, Kyle, me and my girlfriend are coming down this weekend to celebrate my birthday. All right, we are super stoked. Do you have any recommendations for us? Thank you, and God bless. She is a Tennessee fan, and I'm trying to convert her. All right. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, first of all, we got to give you a shout out. So, Aiden, thank you so much, dog, for being here. My birthday wish for you is, as a young man, clearly from your avatar, is that you are able to just accept yourself, to be where your feet are at, to accept that, not everything in life is going to go your way, and that is okay, right? Now, you're dating a Tennessee fan. That's a little bit dicey, but I think bringing her to this Tuscaloosa game between Alabama and Oklahoma is a strong play, all right? You get 103,000 fans, 230 kick. I do like that move, okay? In terms of recommendations, you're not going to get into Chucks, all right? So that's going to be the challenging spot, is because Friday night here in Tuscaloosa, it's going to be tough sledding, right? I would say if you can't get into Chucks, all right, just be patient. Maybe you can get on that second floor of the sushi spot. You do have, I don't know if you guys like Mexican food, but just down the way, there's a low-key spot called Lupe's Tacos. You might be able to dip in there just for a minute. Side by side, just opened. It's right by Chuck's. You also have Half Shell if you're looking, but, man, it's going to be packed. I'll tell you what. Here's the play, okay? All right, Aiden, this is your play real quick. You got to go into the Alamite and try to hit the bar. All right, and order the filet. So enjoy your birthday, dog, and thank you so much for the super chat, and good luck this weekend. All right, Wade's World, what's up, man? With the super chat, he says, remember, Saban threw Tua out there as a freshman, sometimes big risk, big reward. Yeah, 100%. I mean, that was, when you think about, a game-changing play and a game-changing, roster decision at that point in time, I was there for that game, and everybody could not believe their eyes when Tua came out in that second half. But you look, at this level, you have to be able to make decisions like that. That was the most critical. That was cosmic what he was able to do in that game. I still can't believe it. When he came out, man, that was like it was the movies, right? You're like watching the movies, and then to see him throw that touchdown to Smitty, we'll never forget it. One of the best moments in Alabama Crimson Tide history. And then Bruce Williams says, TGIF, what's up, man? And Roll Tide, thank you so much, Bruce. I appreciate you being here right here on Bama Football on YouTube all the time, man. Ruben is saying just straight up go to Innisfreeze. That sounds good for sure. Yeah. There's plenty of spots. The bar scenes would be crazy. Yo, Tuscaloosa, I'm telling you, on Friday nights, good luck trying to get anybody. All right, let's do some AM shout-outs to see who's here this morning, as we have 123 kicking it with us this morning. We have Zion. What's up, man? Good to see you. Thank you so much for kicking it with us. We have Bruce Williams. Thank you so much. We have Miss Nicole Covington. Miss Kimberly Harmon is continuing to be a fan funder of Bama Football on YouTube. We have Herman. What's up? Good to see you, bro. We have Chris from New Jersey. We have Alyssa, who's a little bit nervous. We'll hear from you later today, I'm sure. We have Jarvis. What's up, Jarvis? Jarvis has it 27-13. We have Chance. What's up, man? Good to see you, Chance, inside the comment box. I think we said what's up to Anita. If not, what's up, Anita, again. Wade's World, good to see you. Let's see who else. We got a strong crew. We got Miss Crystals coming into us. We got Shelly. We got Dre Lively. What's up, Dre Lively? Good to see you, man. Yeah, the whole crew locked in. Cookie All Day's here. All right, Cookie All Day. And Chance, man. What's up, Chance? Good to see you. All right, a couple other things before we take calls. Number one, the injury report, pretty much the same as it was on Wednesday night. You have Jamarian Lathan, who is out, right? You have Drake Kirkpatrick, Abdul Sanders, Danny Lewis, and Jeremiah Beeman. Questionable for this game, Quay Rusak, Caden Jones, and then probable is Deshaun Jones. Wait, we have a first-time watcher? Yo, what's up, Mr. Poole? How you doing, man? Any relation to Ruben Poole? We have a Ruben Poole inside the comment box, man. But good to see you, man. Thank you so much. And as always, welcome to the show. This is your place, man. So feel comfortable, kick your shoes off, and if you want, call into the show. And probable for Saturday's game is Deshaun Jones, who plays in that extra corner role. Look, and behind him, as I always say, yo, Red Morgan, man, you know how much we love Red Morgan, right? Absolutely kicking it. And then Dano says, I talked to Courtney Morgan. Oh, that's what's up, man. That's a big time scoop you got in here. All right, so this is the call-in line. All right, so it's 205-850-1994. How this works is you call in, you have some trending topics that you could talk about, right? You could give a bold statement, but this is a score prediction show. And know that when you call in, all right, that there is somebody behind you that also wants to talk on the line. All right, so make your score prediction, have a little banter, right? You got a little joke for me or a Feelgood Friday story or something like that, hit me up and then politely, kind of dip out so we could get a lot of call volume in, all right? The show is better when more people call in. You know that, and I know that. All right, so with that said, we go to the call-in line, and look, every show kind of has their peewee, right? This is kind of like the leadoff batter. I like to refer to them more as like a Ichiro more than like a peewee. But on our show, we have Chris from New Jersey. All right, Chris is from Montclair. He does a great job in the leadoff spot. So without further ado, welcome in Chris from Montclair, New Jersey. Chris, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Good morning to you.
TGIF, Kyle. TGIF. How are you, brother?
Oh, I love it, man. Good to hear from you, Chris. You doing all right? I say good morning, but it's already 11:15 for you. You're probably already close to lunch, right?
Already and it's a little chilly up here.
What's the lunchtime menu? Wait. What's the lunchtime menu up there? What do we have in Montclair, Jersey? What's for lunch? A little Italian, maybe?
There is some good Italian up here. And I'm half Italian, believe it or not. Oh no, I guess everybody knows because they think I'm in the mob. Yeah, there's some tasty food up here. But my wife's birthday is on Monday, so we're gonna have a little birthday celebration for her, maybe tonight. So there might be a little sushi, or it could be it's up to her. Obviously, it's her pick. Kyle, what was I gonna tell you? I'm tight on this game, Kyle. I'm like 21-17. But my one prediction that's not bold is that Ryan Williams is going to get a touchdown. I'm a little nervous about the 6-point spread. It's stayed there now, but I'm always a little on the nervous side. But I'm pumped. I'm pumped. And Kyle, let me tell you something. Last week's game with all those commercials, and I stayed and called you, and it was like that's past my bedtime, brother. So, I'm an early riser, so I usually crash out pretty early. But I'm excited. And I think Jarvis said in the chat, let's end their season like they ended ours. I love that. I love that. That's the rally cry, I think. Wow. So, all right. So, I look forward to tomorrow, for the watch party. Excellent job. Great job. And by the way, do you see I've got all kinds of new names for you for your channel. Bama basketball with Kyle Henderson, Bama football. Why don't you just do sports with Kyle Henderson? Period.
Yeah.
Cover it all. That's
how about
we're all staying,
life?
So we're all staying, brother.
Life with Kyle.
Life with Kyle.
Yeah.
I love it, man. All right, brother. Listen, have a blessed Friday. My best to you. My best to the undefeated. I'll see you tomorrow. Roll Tide.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right, Chris from New Jersey. Appreciate the call. Yo, I was laughing, when Chris called because is this true? Wade's World says inside the comment box that he's hosting a quinceanera tomorrow. Does anybody know what this is? This is your trivia question. Does anybody know what a quinceanera is? In Wade's World, how the hell did you tell me about it inside the comment box, man? This is you know what? I went to a quinceanera, like a real one time in Denver. Yo, it was crazy. The food was amazing. It was outstanding. Best food I ever had. But so I've knocked that off the bucket list. Go to a quinceanera. All right, 865. I think it's Angel. Angel, what's up, man? Pigeon Forge, right?
What's up, man?
What's up? Good to have you, bro. Welcome in the show.
Look, first and foremost, I am nervous about this game because it's a big game. The way similar last year when Bama lost to Oklahoma, we all remember that game. But the thing is, Alabama can beat this team and get the receipt / revenge because it's possible. Because if they're able to beat Oklahoma, then Oklahoma season's done. That would be kind of poetic. The same way they ended Bama's season is that they take Oklahoma to the woodshed. But I'm not saying that's going to be possible because it's going to be a big game, especially against their defense. And I've heard Brett Venables say that, he's going to come after it with Alabama because he's trying to get after Ty Simpson because he's a defensive-minded head coach. And that's what he said. He talked about Ty so much yesterday, or I think it was a Tuesday, right, when he had his press conference. He was talking about Ty so much, giving him compliments and everything. And I can see that he wants to take down Ty Simpson because, he's a defensive-minded guy. But I'm going to take Bama with the spread here. I think Bama does cover, but it's going to be up to John Mateer though if he's going to be able to stop, get Bama, beat them because it's going to be a defensive battle. Don't get that twisted. But I do think Bama wins this game 28-24 or less. Actually, no, I'm going to say 27-20. I'm going to take the cover of the spread here with Bama winning the game. And look, it's going to come down to defense as well. But anyway, Kyle, Roll Tide, I'm nervous about this game. But I shouldn't have said a score prediction, but, it's what happens. But I'm nervous. So anyway, Kyle, Roll Tide, looking for everyone for the game tomorrow. It's going to be tough. Got to come with it.
Yep. Thanks for the call, Angel. I appreciate it.
Kyle.
Yep. Take it easy, man.
You too, man.
Yeah, a lot of people with some anxiety going in this game. I fully understand it. Look, I get it. I mean, I know the experts are picking Alabama by double digits, but I get it. This Oklahoma team's coming in with a defense that I think suits, a defense that, will be able to challenge Alabama. What is the line at, Jarvis? Like 6 right now? All right, we got 122 watching. I appreciate it, guys. Let's see if we can get it up to 140. And we get 140. All right, I think we got Timothy calling from the road. Timothy, what's up, man?
What's up, Kyle?
How you doing, bro? Where you at these days? Where are you driving right now?
I'm actually parked for the day. I'm in Springfield.
Springfield? Did we ever determine is this the same Springfield as the Simpsons? Is there a different one?
I think that one's in Illinois. I'm in Missouri right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Because, shoot. I watch The Simpsons. I've always been a big Simpsons fan. So I was like, Springfield, damn. Someone's calling, tell Homer I said what's up. All right, man. Welcome in Timothy calling from Springfield, man. Come with it, dog.
Yes, sir. I'm not really as nervous about this game. I read a few days ago that Ty Simpson hit up Arch Manning to get some advice on this Oklahoma team and what plays they run and how Arch managed to play against them. So I feel like since that happened, I feel like Arch gave him some good advice that will help him to evade the pocket if there's pressure or to throw it away, to make smart decisions with it so that it doesn't cost us. But there's one person that's on the injury report that is on Oklahoma that I'm kind of worried about if he does play, and that is R. Mason Thomas.
Monster.
He was the guy that won the game for Oklahoma against Auburn.
Yep.
He had 4 sacks by himself, and he has 20% pressure rate, which is 32nd in the country of all edge rushers. If he doesn't play, I feel a lot better about it being a double-digit win. But if he does play, I feel like it's going to be that 21-20, 20-17 vibe. But if he doesn't play, I feel like it's going to be like a 31-20 ideal score. But, yeah, I'm taking Alabama to win this game. Our defense, if our defense can limit John Mateer's legs, we can get him because he's made questionable throws all year, and he doesn't even have double-digit touchdowns. He has 8 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, and that was since he's got his hand surgery or whatever. If I was Alabama, I would hit that hand as much as possible, tackle him, land on that hand, whatever, to get him feeling a little bit of pain, a little bit of discomfort, to make him throw bad throws so we could get interceptions or fumbles.
Anything else, Timothy?
That's all I have. I did have a few other things that I've written down for yesterday, but I forgot it.
Okay, man. Well, find that notepad or write some new material down, and then come back for the post game show on Saturday night.
I appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right, 256.
Yo, what's up, Kyle?
Hey, what's up, man? Who am I on the line with, and where are you calling in from?
My name's Jack Gilbert, and I'm from Gadsden, Alabama.
What's up, dog? You okay, man? You sound a little nervous. You straight? You say Zach?
Yeah, I'm straight. Yeah, I'm straight.
Yo,
Jack, 100%.
I went up to Gadsden. I think I mentioned this summer, and I went up to Gadsden, stayed the night there. I went up there a couple times. It was crazy. So I went up there and I played. I went to Glenclo and played a couple golf courses there. And then another time I went up there. I was on my way to Mentone, and I stayed the night there with my son, and we went to the movie theaters. Yo, the movies over there are nice. They got like couches over there in Gadsden. I'm telling you, man, a lot nicer than here in Tuscaloosa. All right, Zach from Gadsden, man, come with it, dog.
So basically, like, I think the score prediction is probably going to be like, maybe like 24-17 or 28-17, something like that.
Do you have like a nervous level? Are you nervous about this Oklahoma defense, or do you feel that Alabama will be able to take care of business based off, what you've seen from Ty and the offense, and even how the defense is playing?
I'm kind of nervous for this game because Oklahoma's defense is pretty good, but I think Ty Simpson could, if he can throw the deep ball pretty good, then I think we should get this one pretty easily.
Hey, Zach, let me ask you, man, who do you want to see at running back?
AK.
All right, look, you might. I like the AK call. All right, Zach, I appreciate you calling in, man. We'll catch up with you next time.
All right, wait, I got one more question.
All right, go ahead, man.
Are you a torta pounder?
Oh man, we got that was so sometimes the trolls call in. It's okay, Zach. I ain't gonna be mad at you, man. You're a young dude. You're calling. You're feeling good, right? Zach even had to be fed the call for AK Deer. He had no idea what I was talking about when I asked him. But it's fine. You want to call in? You want to troll the show? That's fine with me. Doesn't matter. All right, 251. You're up next, and let's see who we got. All right, thanks for calling in. You're on line with Kyle Anderson. Who am I on line with, and where are you calling in from?
Randall from Mobile, brother. How we doing?
What's up, Randall? I appreciate you, man. Yeah, the young cats call in. They like to poke around, and it's funny, man, because I've
always been told if they can't beat you, they try to beat you. So,
dude,
jealousy comes from all aspects of life.
And it's not only that, dude. It's just like I've gotten to a point in my life, dude. I'm 40. I'm about to be 42. Could you imagine the type of like real life shit that I'm dealing with? You know what I'm saying? It's like when people call in like that.
Yeah, bro. No, it's way past this YouTube channel. This is a hobby.
Dude, it's kids, dude. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, Randall, let's talk some Alabama football, bro. What are you thinking for this weekend? Alabama, Oklahoma. Break it down for us, dog.
Well, I'm out for this game, so I won't be able to watch. But
why? What do you mean?
Sense.
Why are you out for this weekend? What's going on?
Oh, brother, I didn't tell you, brother. I got a job, bro. I work the graveyard shift, so 2:30 is not an ideal time for me to stay up and watch an Alabama game.
So real life stuff again, right?
I gotta go. Yeah, man, I'm a little upset, but luckily I got highlights and stuff I can go back to watch. But
okay. Right.
I don't really have a score prediction. I think Bama will win by, I'm gonna say 2 touchdowns. Now whatever number that is, I'm not sure, only because of their defense. So I don't want to put up how many points we will score because they do have a good defense, but their quarterback has not played the same since his surgery. If you go back and look at Oklahoma's quarterback before he had his surgery and after he had his surgery, he's not really that mobile anymore. I don't know what that's got to do with a hand, but I went back and looked, and I was watching the game, and even the commentators were talking about how, he wouldn't have done that before his surgery. He wouldn't have done that, and now he's doing this after his surgery. So I think if we can hit him about 2 or 3 times, we don't got to land on a hand. We ain't got to be that vicious. But if we hit him a couple of times and get a little pressure on him, I don't think he'll be able to run the field like Ty Simpson. I don't think he'll manage it well once he gets hit about 2 or 3. Running back, I have no clue who I want at running back. I mean, you can give Kyle a helmet at this point, put him on some shoulder pads. We'll just send him out there. I don't know, dude. I mean, as long as we get 3 first downs by our running backs, I'll be happy.
Yeah. All right. Any bold prediction or anything like that before we bounce, Randall?
I'm going to say okay, fine. My bold prediction is Jam Miller, 100 yards, 1 touchdown.
Whoa, yeah, man. Well, you take care of work, Randall. You better call in. I'm glad that you're taking care of business on Saturday. I'm sorry you can't watch the game. You call in again, next call-in show. 100 yards for Jam, man. If he hits 100, man, people are going to go crazy. Appreciate the call from Mobile, man. Take it easy.
Of course, bro.
All right, 478. Let's do it. Yo, you're on the line with Kyle Anderson. Who I'm on line with and where you calling in from?
Hey, Kyle, it's Alyssa Mitchell from Macon, Georgia.
Hey, Alyssa, what's up? Thanks for calling in. I appreciate always hearing from you each Friday. Alyssa, our normal caller on Friday. Welcome to the show, Alyssa, and take it away.
All right. Hey, you guys. So, all right, Kyle. So I don't know how much thunder I'm bringing this week because I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. This is the most nervous I have been all season. And I'm frustrated, but I am going to bring the heat, and that heat's going to go out to our offense. I'm challenging our offense to step up this weekend and to match the play that our defense has been giving us, which has been elite, I must add. Clearly we have talked all week. We cannot get the running game going, and I don't mean to be negative, but I don't think that, it's just going to appear out of nowhere. I think it kind of just – it is what it is at this point. And we've also talked about this, but I'm kind of frustrated, and I've had enough, with the cute gadget plays. I think there's a time and a place for those. And, of course, when they work, we all get excited, right? But sometimes, when we put them out there, I'm like, we could have just pounded the rock, instead of tried some cute play. With that being said, I really don't have a prediction for this weekend, but I will say for us to win this game and be successful, we're going to have to execute on both sides of the ball, and I think we're going to have to win time of possession. And y'all know I am a diehard Bama fan through and through, so I'll never pick against Alabama no matter what, but I truly believe this is going to be Alabama's biggest challenge this season so far.
Yeah, love it. No, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. And I think, as I was saying earlier on the show, I think there's a lot of fans who really understand this Oklahoma team coming in this weekend. I think I rest assured, Alyssa, because sometimes I'm like, man, how do I feel about this defense coming in? And then I'm like, you know what? Just like you said, I'm like, I remember Alabama's defense and how they've been playing. And I always find it kind of interesting over the last, 10 days or so, we're talking Alabama basketball and we're talking Alabama defense, right? So I feel that those two things I like to rest on. And I do feel I come back and I had a video go out, I think yesterday. I have so much confidence in Ty Simpson. And the one thing that Ty Simpson, the one thing that he's done this season that gives me confidence, even in a game like this or going down the road, is he doesn't force a lot of bad passes, right? I think there's been maybe the South Carolina game, there could have been a couple interceptions. Those guys dropped it. But he just refuses to make bad decisions. And, the stakes are getting higher as we move forward, but I still have confidence. Like I said on that video, I choose to live in that 21 to 1 interception ratio. I fully feel that he's going to be under a lot of pressure this week, but I think he'll be able to manage. And I actually expect some kind of downfield deep passes to whether it's Bernard, Horton, a guy we really haven't talked about, or even Ryan Williams. So we'll see what happens. But I appreciate the call, as always, on Friday. Alyssa, enjoy your game. And if you want, call back for the post-game show on Saturday night.
All right. Roll Tide, roll, y'all.
All right. See ya. All right. That was Alyssa out in Macon, Georgia. We go 737. I think we got Mike. Hey, Mike, what's up, man? Is this Mike?
Yes, it is.
I like to say Mike down in Austin, but this time, are you still down in Mobile? Are you still with family?
Well, I am in Choctaw County, Alabama. If anybody knows where that is.
Gotcha, okay.
It's what we call in the sticks. It's literally very, very rural. But as a matter of fact, I planted a turnip patch out here this morning. So
turnip patch?
Yeah, I'm still in Alabama.
What?
Man.
Yo, wait. So turnips, I don't even know. So these are the two things that I'm trying to work on. As I go forward, I at least try while I live here in Alabama. So I've never really had proper collard greens, Okay, and I wouldn't even know where to start with turnips. What can you give me a skinny on turnips? What are we doing with these? Are these coming out for Thanksgiving, or when are we using turnips?
Well, once you put turnips in the ground, they start sprouting pretty quick. Once you put turnip seeds in the ground, they start sprouting. You'll have turnips on the table in a week. And the key is to pick them when they're still young and kind of fresh, sprouting out of the ground, so they're tender and delicious. But turnips are real good for you, man. They're really good for you, and I eat them because they're green and good source of iron and such like that. In Alabama, this red clay, especially here in South Alabama, just stuff like that grows very, very well. But yeah, man, they're good and they're good for you, and they grow fast. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people talking turnips inside the common box. I guess I really haven't had proper or any turnips now that I'm thinking about it. And open invitation to collard greens. Yo, someone said Grandma's house. J. Cole said come to Grandma's house. Yo, let me know. I'll go to Grandma's house and we'll eat some collard greens together and talk some Alabama football. All right, Mike, what you got for us this weekend between Alabama and Oklahoma?
Well, a bold prediction is we put up 40-plus points on Oklahoma. That's a bold prediction. Ooh. As our offense comes alive, our running game comes alive, whoever the personnel may be, and we put up 40-plus points on Oklahoma. But realistic prediction is that it's a defensive battle. And it's about 23-17, 23-15, somewhere in there. And I do think if we cover, I think it's 5 or 6 points, but if we cover, we don't cover by much. But I love what you said earlier, man, about we're going to ruin their season the way they ruined ours last year, because that's exactly what happens, man. I feel pretty good about where we're at in this run that we're on, but I think our guys know what played out last year. I think we have all the bulletin board material that we need from last year, and we still have a lot to play for, man. So, and with the Texas-Georgia game, epic, big game too, man. Big game, Texas at Georgia, because both of them teams still have a lot to play for as well. Everything to play for, actually. I really kind of hope Georgia wins, and the reason why, man, is I do not want to see a Texas-Oklahoma championship game. That would crush me to say I do not want a Texas-Oklahoma championship game. So, whatever the cost. So we got to beat Oklahoma, and I think Georgia's going to beat Texas. I think Georgia's better than them, and I think we're better than Oklahoma. But I think we win, Kyle. But I think it's another semi-defensive battle.
All right, sounds good, Mike. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the update on the turnips, by the way, man. Enjoy your time down in L.A., and we'll catch up with you next time.
All right, thanks, man. Goodbye.
All right, we got 205 coming in. Hey, you're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with, and where are you calling in from?
Boom. Guess who stepped in the room? It's Bama Hater, baby. What's happening?
What's up, Bama Hater? How you doing, man? Back in the playoffs, and you're back on the line, man. Good to hear from you. Come with it, bro. A lot of people have been asking for you. A lot of people have been waiting. So Bama Hater, let me set the stage. Bama Hater is a Miami fan, okay? Went kind of silent after they took some on the chin, but he's back. He's not afraid to call back in. So it's your stage, Bama Hater. Take it away, dog. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Kyle, I want all the smoke, baby. I don't care if it's hookah, weed, cigarette, chimney, or mosquito rag. I want all the smoke. I don't run when my team loses. I was calling for Cristobal's head 2 years ago, so it's no shock that I'm against Cristobal. But, every time we seem to, get on a good roll, every year he does a dumb coaching performance, and we're in the same position again where – we have to win out. We have to be perfect in order to get to the playoffs. So I don't expect anything less from Cristobal. Now, let me get on Alabama. This guy calls in talking about turnips. Alabama fans better learn how to eat some crow, because this is going to be a tough game for you guys. And you guys put Caden Proctor in the backfield, and Bama fans, they thought it was cute. They were running the gimmick to try to fool somebody. All the coaching staff was telling you guys is that you didn't have a running game. by putting an offensive lineman back there that may be a first-round draft pick, and you're going to put him at risk because you guys don't have a running game. Those are facts. That's not hating. That's just plain truth, man. You got to admit it, Kyle. Come on, talk to me, baby.
Well, if you look to Caden Proctor, and I've been against the gadget plays as well. I'm not going to go against Ryan Grubb because I have said that I like Ryan Grubb as a play caller. I don't like the gadgetry, and I do hope that they kind of stay away from Caden Proctor running the football, although he has an average of like 2.5, which is the same as some of our running backs. I have a question for you, though, Bama hater, all right? So tell me, what was on your mind when Miami was losing to Louisville and you saw Carson Beck throw 5 interceptions? Do you feel that Carson Beck was kind of the Carson Beck that we knew he was going to be? And how do you see kind of Miami's season shaking out now that you got the 3 remaining games, NC State, Virginia Tech, and Pittsburgh? Is this a team that can still get into the playoffs, Bama?
Kyle, let me tell you what I think about Carson Beck. This is what I don't like about him. First of all, you're supposed to be the leader of the whole team. But every time he throws a bad pass or he throws an interception, he pouts like a little kid. I can't stand that because when the guys see you pouting, they're going to be down. You're supposed to say, okay, I made a bad play. I'm going to come back and make a better play. Just as if your wide receiver drops an open pass, you're supposed to go lift the guy up. You don't supposed to get on him. I don't like that about my quarterback, man. And let me tell you about my prediction going forward. If we keep playing down to competition, and I really don't think it's as much as that. I think it's the play calling. Anybody that watches a Miami game, they're going to run the ball up the middle 12 to 15 times every single game, even when we're behind and time is not on our side. So I blame that on the coaching staff. We have to win out. Hopefully somebody gets beat and puts us in position to get to the ACC championship game. But if we win out, we're going to be in. Even with 2 losses, we see what the committee thinks of Miami. We're not even in the top 15, and we're on the playoff poll. So the playoff committee must think some of Miami. You know what I mean? So all we have to do now is just win out.
Final question before I move on. Just give me a yes or no, okay? Yes or no. I just need a yes or no. That's it. Would Miami beat Alabama?
Yes. And one more thing.
No.
Kyle,
okay. All right, I'm feeling good, so go ahead. One more thing.
Hey, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let you guys go. I told you probably last year I was going to get a podcast started.
Okay.
Me and your boy Legend, the famous Legend from the Feinbaum show,
okay.
We have a podcast called The Fanatical Podcast. It's on every platform. Like, share, subscribe, man. We talk about just football. It's not biased on one side. We having fun with it, man, and I'm glad we got that opportunity.
All right, man. Sounds good, Bama Hater. Take it easy, man. All right, 205, that's Bama Hater. We got it, 502 checking in. We'll take that next.
Hey, man, what's going on? My name's Pablo. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. And I just want to say that last guy is absolutely delusional, saying that Miami would beat Bama is crazy. Louisville went down there and beat them at their own house on a Friday night. That guy is insane. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Hey, wait, Pablo, hold on, dog. Yo, I really appreciate something, man. You came in and you followed the rules. You came in with your name, your location, and you went straight to it. That is the way that, I like to operate, man. So just first of all, thank you so much, Pablo. Continue, dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. It's not hard to follow the rules. Sometimes people just get a little sidetracked. But I just want to say, man, I think Ty Simpson really, really needs to work on executing his deep ball. He is a phenomenal player. He's a good quarterback, but we left so much meat on the bone against LSU. I went to that game, and even the South Carolina game, man, there's just so many downfield passes that I know he has the arm talent. I know he can do it, but I don't know if he refuses to. I don't know if the pressure gets to him a little bit at times, or I have no idea. But, man, it aggravates me so bad. We have such a good receiving core. that we're limited on what happens, and it just gets to me real bad.
Yeah, and I think like going into this game, I fully understand people are nervous about taking on Oklahoma. I'm nervous every single SEC game. People don't understand, and that's why I feel like the Big 12, the ACC, these conferences are not comparable to what's going on in the SEC. The SEC 1 through about 10. Oh my goodness, yo, the absolute talent. Even LSU, despite who they had at quarterback or their new coach, yo, that's still a damn good team. That's a team that beats a lot of Big 12 teams. So going into this game, look, Oklahoma has this defense, but let me ask you this, Pablo. People calling for AK Deer, and I made my point earlier. I'm like, I want to see AK Deer. I do. I'm excited about the future of him, just the same as I am Keelan Russell and all these freshmen that are getting opportunities. I just don't know if I put a freshman out taking on Oklahoma. What's your take on that, Pablo? Go ahead.
Yeah, I read some stuff earlier that he made a little cryptic post or whatever, and that's fine and dandy. Obviously, I don't know. I think there's a lot of weight on Jam's shoulders, and I think he is a very good running back. He's a very good pass protector from the backfield, but man, he can't do it by himself. I know we mix Hill in there, and Hill's a really big guy too. But I don't know. I don't know if AK Deer makes that much of a difference. I'm hoping he does. I'm hoping he can come in and rush for 100 yards. That'd be love, right? But I'm not going to bank on it. I'm going to bank on Bama being Bama this year, throwing the football, trying to mix the run game in. Those screen plays and the different sets that they come out with. But man, I just don't see AK Deer just coming in and taking over and being this big, whatever back that he's supposed to be.
All right, good call, Pablo. I appreciate it, man. Take it easy and call again next time, man.
Yes, sir. Roll Tide.
Yep, roll Tide to you. All right, 936. Hey, thanks for calling in. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on line with and where are you calling in from?
Yo, Kyle, this TRich out of Lufkin, Texas, by way of Mississippi. Roll Tide.
What's up, T-Love?
Man,
yeah, I appreciate you coming in with it, dog. Good to hear from you, man. I love my calls out of Texas, man, the Lone Star State. I got love for the Lone Star State. So come with it, man. Welcome to the show.
Man, dude is delusional. Talking about Miami can beat Bama, really? Come on, really? If Carson Dick throwing interception after you can't throw an interception against Alabama, we gonna make you pay. We proved that.
This ain't Louisville. Come on.
Louisville beat Miami handily with less talent.
100%.
Let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But I feel like the key to us winning this game, bench Wilkin Formby. Put in the freshman.
Michael Carroll.
Kyle Edwards. Put in Michael Carroll and put in Kyle Edwards or tight end to help them block. I feel like sometimes Jam can't see the field. That's because Wilkin gets his butt whipped every play. He's the only person that's literally downfield not blocking nobody or somebody upfield making a tackle on the running back. Jam can't get going if you ain't blocking nobody. You seen in the LSU game, the run game and everything got better when they put in Michael Carroll. Wilkin Foreman needs to be benched. We have to just call a spade a spade. These kids are getting paid now. There's no more excuses. He gets his butt whipped often.
Were you able to watch the film guys breakdown of kind of the run game?
Nah, not yet. But
because
sure they got a lot of whipping forms.
Yeah, so whenever you check it out, you'll be able to kind of understand a better picture of what's going on with the run game. Love that he has the licensing for the footage, man. The licensing for the footage is incredibly expensive. I'm talking like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So credit to him, man, because he really kind of illustrates what's going on with the lack of run game. But anyways, I look, we've been calling out for Wilkin Formby for a long time. And I think it is fair to support the players, but also hold them accountable. These guys, like whenever Alabama asks you to pay more money, you're paying their salaries. So I think if you're paying their salaries, you could definitely call them out. They're pro players. And you didn't say he's a bad person. You're just saying that he's not the right guy for the job at this point in time. I think that's totally fair. Continue, dog. Go ahead.
And I also see, like, man, I don't know if Quay Russo is coming back or whatever. But if he is, man, I like to see LT Olsen get slid in to the D tackle with him and James Smith and keep Jonathan Pierre out there and put Quay over there. Man, I mean, the defense is better. I just feel like, hey, sometimes Lawson, he runs into the hole. He's not seeing the hole. Like, why run into a crowd when, if it's open? Hey, that's the gap I'm feeling as a downhill linebacker.
Yep.
Justin Jefferson doing his thing. Bray, he balling out. Morgan is coming on. Hey, let Dejon Lee start at that corner. We need that. We need that energy. The defense is coming on. It's clicking. And my bold prediction, Alabama 27, Oklahoma 16. Ty Simpson has his Heisman moment and solidifies himself. Yep. That's my bold prediction.
All right, man.
If AKD is balling, let him run.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
we got horses back there. Let them go.
Yep.
But
did I lose you,
Hello?
dog? Yeah, go ahead, man. Finish out. I think you cut out a little bit.
Oh no, I was just saying. Yeah, I was just saying, man. If AKD is heating up in practice, let him get a go. Hey, we know if we got to play that's called for a wheel route, put Jam in. If we got to play the fourth and inches, put Daniel Hill in. But if AKD can see that hole and hit that hole, why not give him a shot?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I said the key to us winning is Michael Carey get in, put another tight end to help him out or whatever because he's still young. But still, I mean, the run game gets better when Michael Carey's in.
Yep.
I mean, call a spade a spade, man. Michael Carey, Wilkin Form is nothing against you. Come on, man. Every game, it's several plays. It's looking to the point it look like he's just taking plays off.
Yep.
It's that bad. I mean, it's that bad. But like I said, I love to see LTO can get slid down into that D tackle spot. And, you have Quay on that other linebacker and Young Zay and James Smith in that middle. And let them boys eat, I mean, like I said, I feel like Ty solidifies himself by having a Heisman moment.
Yep.
I feel like this will be his Heisman game. Roll, Ty, roll. Kyle, keep doing what you're doing.
All right, man. Take it easy, man. All right, good call out of Lovekin. All right, 334. All right, thanks for calling in. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on line with and where are you calling in from?
This is Cory. I'm calling from Dothan, Alabama.
Hey, Cory, did you say?
Yeah.
Cory, what's up, man? Come with it. Welcome to the show, bro.
To me, man, I feel like this gonna be a defensive game. Like I really don't see like a big major score coming out of the first half because of the defense will be so intense.
Mm-hmm.
I think out of both teams, it'll really pick up after the second half. But honestly, I feel like this is gonna be like a coaching game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the coaches bring out their best work. This was like when Ryan Grubbs get in his bag, man. Like we've been seeing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think Cory, to kind of build on that, what also might help people if they're feeling a little bit nervous about Saturday is you kind of lean on Coach Kalen DeBoer's record against top 25 opponents, right? 19-3 overall. And then against top 10 opponents, let's call Oklahoma a top 10 opponent. I think that's what they are. 6-1. Now, Brett Venables is able to have his way against Coach last year, but Coach Kalen DeBoer didn't have Ryan Grubb. Coach Kalen DeBoer didn't have Ty Simpson to where he's at right now. And Coach Kalen DeBoer didn't have this Alabama defense, right? So I feel that those are kind of – and home field advantage too. I think all those factors that I just mentioned will kind of be the turning table going up against a very good Oklahoma team. Go ahead, man. Continue, Cory.
And with the backs, man, everybody – I know we all ready for AK there, but I just don't think this the game for them down the stretch, man. I feel like Jam and Hill, they ready for this moment. You know what I mean? I feel like they'll be ready for the task at hand, man. Like, and when we was talking about Kalen Proctor, man, like now I don't want to see him coming out of the backfield, but when we using him like that decoy, like that one play when the tight end was set up on the line and he was the decoy on out wide, man, that was a good play for Ty to get the ball out quick, you know what I'm saying, for the first down, like stuff like that. That's why I feel like Ryan Grubb's gonna be
a key part of this game, man. That's gonna help us pull it out.
Mm-hmm. All right, Cory, you want to you have like a bold prediction or anything else that you want to get out there before we dip?
Yeah, man. I put Alabama with the win, 24-17, man. Bama, man.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, man. Thanks for calling in from Dothan, man. Call in again.
All right, roll tide.
All right, take it easy, man. All right, let's see. 251. Hey, thanks for calling in. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Who am I on the line with and where are you calling in from?
Hey, what's up, Kyle? It's Mattress Matt from Mobile.
Oh, thanks for the super chat earlier, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Go ahead, man. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, if I was gambling, I would say Oklahoma 21, Alabama 17.
Mm-hmm.
But as a fan, I would say Bama 31, Oklahoma 17.
Mm-hmm.
I am concerned. I am a little concerned. But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, I think it's also time for Bama to have like a game where they hit on all cylinders. Because it is a bad matchup, but at the same time, I think Alabama is really like craving for themselves to have a game where they're just hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, yep.
The defense is playing well. The offense is opening up the holes. We're seeing 5, 6, 7-yard runs by Jam, and everything and we just actually execute on everything that we've been working all season for.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this game is that moment, is that time where Bama finally turns the corner. I think LSU off a bye week they were coming off a bye week, and usually that's a good thing, and it was. We got the win, but at the same time, I don't think we were clicking. And I think after one little kind of practice week against LSU, against that really good defense, was kind of like perfect preparation for Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think there's a good chance we could go in there and just go all out and have this great game. So I'm looking for positive things. So
you know what,
I'm
Matt?
sorry,
yeah,
I was
Matt.
throwing negativity earlier. And,
No, it's fine. No, it's all good. I mean, we get there. It's a fan show. But you know what, Matt? You bring up a really good point. And let me ask this to the comment box, the undefeated. When was Alabama's like most complete game? Right? When was Alabama's most completed game? Because I was thinking about this. I was like, man, if this team really puts together 4 quarters, and I have them winning most of the quarters that they play in against different teams, but like 3-4, there'll be a time where maybe a team wins like this third quarter or something like that because it'll be 0-0 or whatever. But I think maybe Georgia, did they play a complete game against Georgia, right? And they won that game. But overall, they've been able to still win, and they haven't played like its best football. I think last game you had great play, not a B+ play by the special teams and by the defense, A+ for the defense, but the offense is kind of, sputtering. But if they put those 3 components together, I mean, we got ourselves a team that can make a real run at it, which we have right here. All right, Matt, anything else, bro, before we go?
No, that's it. I hope everybody has a blessed weekend.
All right, man. Take it easy. Thanks. All right. Thanks for the super chat, by the way, too. 317, let's do it. Hey, Marcus, what's up, man? Thanks for calling in.
Hey, what's good, Kyle? What's good, man?
Hey, Marcus, what do you think we got Marcus out in St. Pete's, man. Marcus, what was Alabama's most complete game? I asked the comment box. They said Georgia and Tennessee. Those seem, yeah, I'll take those. I mean, what was the most completed game that Alabama's played so far this year?
The most completed game, in my opinion, where Alabama has looked the most dominant and made very few mistakes and could have run the ball and could pass the ball, unfortunately, was ULM. And that was exactly what you were supposed to do. Beat them 73-0. Yes, Bama played good in Tennessee, but once again, the ground game is lacking. Bama played very well in Georgia, but once again, the ground game is lacking. The defense is what's keeping the team afloat. And the ULM game is one of the games where the defense didn't have to keep the team afloat. The offense was able to move the ball and score at will, in my opinion.
Well, with that said, Marcus, welcome to the show, dog.
Just saying. Look, man, I wasn't going to call it in Kyle. I was over here just chilling, minding my own business. Then Bama Hater decided he wanted to use his fingers and brain to dial your number, to call into the show, and to let some blasphemy creep out of his lips to say that he thought Miami could beat Alabama. He done lost his ever-loving mind. Sorry about the chimes in the background, man. I'm at the campus library. For some reason, they're going off right now.
Damn, those are some nice chimes, man.
But I know Bama Hater did not fix his lips to say that. Miami got blasted not once but twice this season. Twice. And the last time it happened, it was in your house. Carson Beck threw 5 picks. What do you think he's going to do to one of the best secondaries in the SEC? Probably, scratch that, one of the best secondaries in the country. Ain't no way in the world that Miami is going to beat Alabama, especially if it's at home. Neutral site, you better pray. Neutral site, I'll say it's 60-40 Bama, but in T-Town, well, you might want to just be prepared for the next game. Just saying. Anyways, my score prediction is 24-10. I think it's going to be a close game in the first half. I think Bama the defense finally settles in, because something that people need to take into consideration is that teams look very good on their opening drives against Alabama because those are scripted plays. When teams run their scripted plays, they look very good against Alabama's defense, and they can move the ball. I think Coach Venables, or I feel that Coach Venables is going to do a good job of having some scripted plays drawn up, and that those plays are going to move the ball and allow Oklahoma to score. Bama's defense keeps it tight. Bama's offense is another reason why the game stays tight. But I think I feel in the second half, once they come out and everybody settled down and is adjusted to what John Mateer can do with his legs. Although Bama has seen some mobile quarterbacks this season and was able to handle them all. If you can handle Diego Pavia, then I feel you can handle John Mateer. They're not very far apart from each other in what they can do on the field. So as long as Bama plays some sound defense, has gap integrity, gets a hat on a hat, and can stretch the perimeter, I think it'll be a close game, but I think it'll be a good game. I got Bama 24-10. What you say about that, Kyle?
Yeah, I like it, man. I think that's similar to what I got from my score prediction. Let me see. My score prediction is 27-10. I'll elaborate on why I feel that way, but I think that 27-10 seems reasonable. And by the way, I just put up a poll for everybody. Will Alabama score? Marcus, before you go, man, well, you just said less. But I was going to ask kind of the community, more or less than 30 points, and I think most people going for less. I think the total on this game, Jarvis, help me out. What is it? I think it's like 45 or something like that. But Marcus, good call, man. I appreciate hearing from you, man. Enjoy life down in St. Pete's.
Hey, thanks. Can I say one more thing real quick, Kyle?
Of course.
Hey, Bama Hater, don't you dare call into this show trying to promote your podcast while also trying to talk trash about Alabama while fanning the flames for Miami and think that it's an unbiased show. You better never in your life call back into this show again doing some craziness like that. Also, I think the offense could score 30+, but that's where I stopped at 24. For some reason, the offense can't stay in that grind mode. They can't keep their foot on their necks. But if Alabama's offense just realizes, hey, we're better than you guys, we can keep moving the ball, yeah, they can drop a 50-piece on these boards. No. But the offense constantly sputters. So 24-10 is my prediction. Thanks for taking my call, Kyle. Happy Feelgood Friday to everybody. Roll Tide, and I'll be along in the watch party while on my tablet while watching the game on my TV.
All right, man. Take it easy, bro. Thanks for calling in. All right, 404, let's do it.
He just banged from
Hey, what's up? Thanks for calling in. Who on the line with the way calling in from?
What's up, Cat? It's Eman from Atlanta, man.
Eman, dog. Yo, what a blessing to have you call in on Friday. Yo, Eman, dude. So let me set the stage. Eman's been calling for a long time. All right, he's out of Atlanta. I know he's got the work schedule, so things change. Just like everybody, everyone has different work schedules. Some people can make the live. Some people come back. But I love Eman. Eman's been calling for a long time. He's got the feel good energy, and he always sets the stage. And Eman, first of all, bro, how's life? You doing okay? Give us a little update.
All right, everything. Hey, Cal, that was a great intro, bro. I appreciate that.
Of course, dog. Of course.
But I don't want to damper the mood or start the show off on a bad note because it's still Friday and we still lit, and it's still game day Saturday tomorrow. So, but I will say, what I'm saying, my father was dealing with some illnesses these last couple of years, and unfortunately, he did pass this past week. So it has been a bit of a I won't say rough road, but it's been precarious, and I've been having to maneuver through some things this last week. So it ain't been the best week, but what I'm saying, God got us, and we're gonna get through it.
Well, I think I'm really sorry to hear about that, Eman. And I think, I try to make this show about people and, highlight the goods and the bads. And look, I mean, all of our time is going to come. And that's why it's much easier to stay close to God, right? And, and I feel that for people that are going through anything, whether it is a passing of a parent, of a loved one, if you're going through some sort of illness, if it's a change of a job or whatever that you're going through, you got to keep on going, right? And you have to be grateful for the time that you have. And that's why I always say, stay where your feet are at. So my prayers, Eman, are definitely with you as you continue to navigate through this emotionally. Stay strong. You got a legacy to carry on, man. So with that said, man, I'm praying for you, and come with it for this weekend's game, man.
That's right. I appreciate that, Cal.
Absolutely,
that,
bro.
And, in honor of my father, what I'm saying, a late, great Alabama fan that he is right now, you feel me? Mm-hmm. He would want me to tell y'all, like, hey, look, man, we coming to put, I'm going to keep it clean. BTA Saturday, man. We're not playing no games with Oklahoma. Oklahoma overrated. Now, what I would say is I respect every team, Cal. You know me, I ain't no Homer fan. But at the same time, that somebody put a comment up there and said, how can you watch this team every week and just be so worried about the outcomes or about their ability to perform in situational football? Like, what's going on with our fans where we just so overly critical about everything? Because to me, the college football landscape right now, it got a lot of parity in it. It's a lot of good teams all through the country, even some that's not ranked right now in any conference, SEC, ACC. I won't say ACC, SEC, Big Ten, and other conferences. But any conference right now, they got some guys that's playing some good football. But I say that to say, Alabama more than any other team I've seen in the nation, and I'm not saying this because I'm from the state of Alabama. I'm not saying this because I'm a Country Tide fan. Alabama more than any other team right now. Alabama more than any other team right now is making statement after statement after statement every game we play. Every game we play, we in a position where we got to make something happen. We got to do something, and this for the game, and we come through every time. Okay, a couple of times you could say is, look, oh man, we got a turnover here. That was lucky we didn't get that interception. That was gonna be bad if we didn't force that fumble. Man, come on. Every time we got to make something happen on the field, turnover-wise or clutch situations, defensively and offensively, Alabama is coming through every time. So I don't know how you can look at these boys and doubt these boys. Like, these boys playing great football. They playing team football. It ain't on Ryan. It ain't on Jeremy. It ain't on Ty. It ain't on one person. Like, these boys playing great team ball right now. And you can say what you want to say about the rushing game, but Jam catches 2-3 yarders and turn them into 8, 9, 10-yard plays on thirds and fourth downs all the time. Like, these guys, running back wise, they making use of their time. They may not be doing as best as we want them to do as far as traditional rushing ground game. But man, every player on that field with that script, them boys making a difference, and them boys really doing what they got to do to make something happen on the field. And it's saying something because we won 8 games straight now. After every situation you can put us in, we done seen down there every situation, and them boys coming through, man. So for the Alabama fans right now, we gotta give our boys more love, and it can't be overly critical every week, man. Like, when these guys listen to these calls and they listen to these shows, they're gonna hear the fans being overly critical, and they're giving you dubs, and it's a very tough league we play in. We're getting dubs every week, man. Like, it just come, give them some energy. Get them some good energy, not just any type of energy. Get them boys some good energy, man, because they're making it happen.
Hey, man, well, I appreciate the call, and I think you hit out some amazing points as you usually do, man. You got a lot of people praying for you inside the comment box, Eman. So if you want to run through,
And I appreciate that love. I see it, Kyle. I appreciate that love.
100%, bro. So know that man to man, I'm praying for you, bro. You're gonna get through this, man. I know it. I can't even imagine, man. So you gotta go through it, man. So we're all praying for you. Hit us up next time, man. Continue to call in when your work schedule allows it, and stay blessed out in Atlanta, man.
You already know. Roll Tide, Kyle.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right, E-Man calling from Atlanta. 512. Hey, thanks for calling. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on line with and where are you calling in from? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, 512. What's up, man? How you doing? You're on the line. You made it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, man. My bad. First time. This first time calling in.
That's
Arvin
okay.
Poole from Austin, Texas, man. Roll Tide.
What'd you say your first name was?
Arvin, Arvin. I'm calling in. Yeah, I'm driving, so I apologize.
You're good, Arvin. Arvin, welcome in. He's calling in from Austin, obviously an Alabama football fan. Come with it, Arvin. Welcome to the show, man. Make yourself at home.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I just wanted to say I'm not worried at all. I mean, I'm not being overly optimistic. I'm looking at it. I went to that Oklahoma game last year, drove up from Austin.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, OU fans, they took care of us, but they did not like us. Leaving that game, it was the lowest feeling I had, in probably the last 20 years. And to go to Oklahoma and wear all my pride, I was still prideful, but leaving that stadium, man, they looked at me like, okay, we got you. So I've been waiting for this game for this long. And here's three things. I think you already called them out, but I want to double down. If you have never played in the Bryant-Denny Stadium before, and I don't think OU has played in our stadium in I don't know how many years, that to me that's going to be a huge, huge factor for our team. Number two is we got Ty Simpson, like you said. I watched that game. It was hard to watch last year. So just looking at our overall offensive team that we have this year, assuming that our defense come out the same way we did, for the last 4 or 5 games, I'm spotting 10 points easy, and that's one of those touchdowns is going to be off a pick six. So that's just me being conservative. I don't think it's going to be a close game at all, and we're overly concerned about our run game. I mean, Grubb is going to have his team ready, and I think our defense is going to feed off of that. That's my 2 cents.
Love it, man. Well, thank you so much, Arvin. I appreciate it, man. Look, I agree, man. I think, coming into Bryant-Denny Stadium, I'm telling you, this stadium has transformed over the last 3 years. Like, this isn't a sleepy stadium anymore. I think fans understand that they have an impact on the game. I don't know if people have really, cosmically kind of looked at that, but I'm telling you what, Bryant-Denny Stadium is on fire, and Saturday, I think that home field advantage will certainly play a huge part into disrupting Oklahoma's offense. But I appreciate the call. Call in anytime,
Yes, sir.
Arvin,
Yes, sir.
and good luck, man. Stay safe on the road.
All right. I'm a new fan, man, so I'll be back on. Thank
All right,
you very
appreciate it, bro. Yeah, welcome on in. All right, thanks. All right, 850. Hey, thanks for calling. You're on the line with Kyle. Is this Lucas, Cody?
Yeah, it's me, Kyle.
You're a little choppy, man.
It's Cody.
Cody, you're a little choppy.
Oh, man, I'm on the road, man. I've come back home to Crestview from Jacksonville.
Okay.
Anyway, I think Alabama's going to beat Oklahoma. I know it's not going to be 30 points. I know it's going to be in the 20s. Ken Womack and the defensive coordinator at Oklahoma know each other from the Sun Belt Conference. That's what I've known for that.
Mm-hmm.
You ever know that Ty Simpson and Arch is calling each other for advice recently?
Yeah, I saw that.
So I think right now that's a little heads up for Arch to get to beat Georgia and probably kick them out of the playoffs, but I don't think so. But it'll be a close game for them. But Ty Simpson really needs some advice for that. But what I'm thinking is I'm sick and tired of the trick plays on the 50-yard line by Ryan Grubb. I want him to do them at the 10-yard line because that's like a red zone first down and goal thing. Mm-hmm. That's when you can be able to do trick plays from there. our running ability, I won't. If I'm gonna be like Ryan Grubb, I want to use a guy like Daniel Hill or Richard Young or Draylon Washington, guys like that, those big power back guys to start for running the football up the middle. And if you're gonna use another tight end, use it as a fullback, and then do like, a fullback toss, like a fake toss down to the halfback, because it's not been done in over 50 years. I know that. And so I was thinking, like, okay, if Grubb wants to do this, use a tight end as a halfback, like any of these tight ends that we have on the bench that are backups, use them as a fullback. And then if you want to use Jan Miller, use him as a pitch or a counter or something on the sidelines. He'll be doing better way back if you have guys like him and Kevin Riley to do the outside and guys like Daniel Hill and Richard Young to do the inside. And now you conquered both the game, and now Oklahoma can't stop you in the run game from both the outside and inside because you have backs that can do that kind of privilege. The right tackle, I don't think Formby is it. I think you should replace him with Kell, because I can see that Michael Kell, he knows how to adjust on the right end when it's necessary on the run game, and also he knows how to block better. So Ty Simpson's more comfortable when passing in the pocket pressure. Because when Formby's out there, they're all combobulated. You can't run the ball, and it's easy for all the defensive guys to go to the right side and flank and get two guys all at once. But I'm coming home. Thanks for the chat, Kyle. I'll see y'all later. Roll Tide, everyone.
Sounds good, brother. Be safe on the road. All right. Next up, we got a 205. Hey, thanks for calling in. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on line with? Where are you calling in from? Hey, Chris, you're like very low, bro. I could barely hear you, man.
How's it going? How about now?
Keep bumping. Keep going up on the volume. I used to give people 2 seconds, but then I realized that wasn't a lot of time. So I let people adjust. You call in, you got to be comfortable. We want to hear the audio. Chris, give us a.
How about now?
Oh, that's a lot better. All right, Chris, where are you calling in from, bro?
Yeah, man, Birmingham. Chris.
All right, Birmingham. Chris is calling in for Birmingham. Welcome on in, bro. I appreciate you adjusting the volume, man. Come with it, dog.
Yeah, man, I'm just going to be really short, man. We got a lot of callers. And but I just want to say a few things. First of all, I think the score is going to be 17-21 Bama. Both got good defenses, man. I think that is going to pick up on the second half. I think that's going to happen. I don't know what to say about Formby, though. Formby, to me, is questionable, man. Not to be too hard on the guys. I just think he's, for the past 2 or 3 games, he's been kind of trending down. And if you look at the LSU game, man, they got right past him. I don't know if you can put Carroll in there or not, but I think that it's going to be a good game. I think we'll pick it up kind of in the third or fourth quarter and get past them 17-21.
Yeah, I think you look at the two defenses. Clearly, it's going to be, that's why I think home field advantage comes into a play in a game like this. And I think somebody inside the comment box pointed out that Oklahoma is 28 of 28 in red zone opportunities. 7 of those opportunities are field goals. So, yeah, 28-28 is absolutely good. And I would say that Oklahoma's field goal kicker, I've touched on this a couple times this week. I don't know if you guys have seen this guy kick. He comes out in like Daisy Dukes. But, this dude has a banger. He has like a 55-yard as the longest, and he can hit some deep field goals. Now, with Alabama, I did grade their special teams as probably like a B+ in this last game. I know Connor Talty missed a short field goal, but he did hit 2 from 40, so I have a little bit more confidence. But I'll tell you one guy, Chris, is Blake Dowd. Nobody talks about punters ever, right? Like rarely.
Oh, yeah.
But Blake Dowd is starting to play really well. And I think collectively this season, I think he has like 11 pins inside the 20, and that play by Jalen Mbakwe was dope. I mean, that play right there was a game-changing play because LSU was then at the 2-yard line, at their own 2. So big plays like that will certainly come into play. Anything else, Chris, you want to hit on?
That'll be it, man. Roll Tide and love your show.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right. Chris calling out from Birmingham. Yo, I'm telling you, look, I haven't been to Birmingham probably in a minute. I really haven't even left Tuscaloosa since the season started, outside of that mini vacation that I took. So I guess I did go to Birmingham just briefly. But I'll tell you what, you cannot find a bad place to eat in Birmingham. Now, in Tuscaloosa, there's great places to eat, but there's not a lot of restaurants. I still feel that they need more restaurants here because like game days, like Friday and Saturday, are just absolutely crazy. But I'll tell you what, for those people in Birmingham, you are blessed. The food scene in Birmingham is phenomenal. I'm telling you, absolutely phenomenal. All right, 253. Hey, thanks for calling in. You're online with Kyle Henderson. Who am I online with? Where are you calling in from?
Yeah, it's CJ from Big Arbor.
Hey, CJ, what's up, man?
Watch.
You're
you?
a little bit muffled. It might, try to come in a little bit cleaner.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me better?
A little bit. We can go with it, man. Come with it, CJ. Where are you calling out of, bro?
All right, that should be better, man. Yeah, Gig Harbor, Washington.
All right, appreciate you, man. Welcome on in.
Yeah, man. Look, I've noticed the trends here, man. I've seen how the coach, benched a couple of players, and then he brought them back in later on in rotation, such as Hill. And then you got Red Morgan came back in, and look at how both of them are balling, right? So my hunch is, what if he put Robert Young back in? And what you think about that? For some reason, I just think he might get off.
He's talking about Richard Young, the running back. I asked the fans inside the comment box a while ago, too. Look, Richard Young, I felt when Richard Young came in, he seemed a little bit slow in the opportunities that he had. But I kind of wonder what you're asking about with Kevin Riley. Kevin Riley, I don't really understand why Alabama completely went away from Kevin Riley. He's a running back that has really good explosion. He's a little bit undersized. Maybe that's kind of, why they've gone away from him. But I see what you're saying. I mean, some of the guys that they have taken off and put back in, they've kind of, performed to a little bit higher level. But that's one of the guys that I'm like, damn, it seemed like Kevin Riley had a little bit of juice to him when he got in, and especially in the beginning of the season, but now we really haven't seen much of Kevin Riley at all. What else you got, man?
Oh, other than that, man, I like I said, I call him Red Morgan. I call him Dirty Red. He is a lights out guy back there.
He's so good.
I mean, like you said, Kyle, he's flying around. He's hitting hard. He kind of reminds me of Malachi. He kind of brings that feel to it, and or you can even say Branch as far as that matter, coming down laying the wood, But I just think for some reason we're gonna get off on this game, man. I think everybody's overlooking this, or being too cautious about it or whatnot. But for some reason, I just think that those receivers are gonna get off, man.
Yeah.
I got the game at least by 10.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the experts have picked Alabama by more than 10. I feel it's kind of our fans in the ecosystem that feel a little bit more nervous about it. But, like I said, I'm an optimistic person, and I kind of sleep on the defense and I sleep on the play of Ty Simpson. But I fully understand, like, this Oklahoma team is very good, just as I feel of all teams in the SEC. Even in a couple of weeks when we start talking about Auburn, I'm telling you, that's the game that makes me the most nervous out of all of them, is because Auburn, especially the games over there, are crazy.
That's what I said, Kyle. I think that Auburn is going to be the one that we got to be concerned about.
That's why I think
it's the rival.
Yes.
And
that's
they don't
why
care at this
exactly
point.
100%. They have nothing to lose and everything to gain by beating Alabama. And the thing is, that's why if you lose this game to Oklahoma, then that game against Auburn, oh my God, they have an opportunity to knock Alabama out of the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? If Alabama loses this game and then goes to Auburn. So that's what probably makes me the most nervous, is like knowing what's at stake if you do lose this one, and then what the magnitude of playing at the Haunted Barn. It's just, it's terrifying because those guys are playing everybody close. But anyways, we'll worry about one game at a time. But anything else, man, before we dip?
What's the coach name for the intern coach for Arvin right now?
DJ Durkin.
Yeah, I think he's
He's a good coach.
He's going to kind of come at us to get that job.
And he's a defensive minded coach. Yeah, he's a defensive minded coach. Yeah.
Right, Kyle. Before I let you go, man, hey, give me your prediction. Which receiver for us is going to get off on the Oklahoma game? Who you got? Big time Bernard, Mr. Big Time, Hollywood.
You know what?
Horton.
Okay, I like this. Give me Hollywood. I refuse to sell Hollywood. I'm just not going to. You know what? I watched a young man Wednesday night on the Hey Coach show. I love Hollywood. I can't even imagine as a superstar celebrity the things that he's going through as 18 years old. And, you know, the drops, yeah, you got to fix that, man. You got to catch the ball. But I think his overall upside, and I love, you know, him talking to Julio Jones and kind of, you know, understanding the moment. Yo, Ryan Williams is a catch away always from a touchdown. And the thing about Hollywood, yo, that guy gets held more than anybody else that I've ever seen. It's because his takeoff speed is so fast. You could literally call a defensive holding all the time against Hollywood. So, yeah, give me Hollywood. I don't know, 100 yards? Sure, why not? That might be my.
Follow that cab. Follow that cab with you, man. But hey, Kyle, thanks for everything you do, man. I'm gonna still be tuning in, man. And roll tide.
All right, man. Take it easy, man. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. All right, we go back to 334. Hey, thanks for calling. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who on line with and where are you calling in from?
Hey, Kyle, how's it going? Tover Street OG, calling from Montgomery, Alabama.
All right, welcome on in. I'm sorry, I missed your name. What was your name?
Tover Street OG.
Okay, all right, Tover Street. What's up, man? Thanks for. Hey, I appreciate you being inside the comment box, by the way, too. Hey, the last time Tover Street that I was in Montgomery, it's been a while. Is this the right place that I went to? Chris's for the hot dogs?
Oh, yeah, downtown, yeah.
Yeah, and so that place has been around forever, right?
Ooh, yes, sir, it has.
Yeah, because I remember when I went down there, you know, I saw obviously the Capitol and I thought it was really pretty, but then we went into Chris's for a hot dog and I can't remember what else I had on the side. It's been a minute since I've been down there, but I did enjoy like the lunch or whatever it was. So anyways, Tover Street calling in from Montgomery, man. Welcome on in and come with it.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I just wanted to call in and say what a great show you be having. I enjoy it. And I want to say about the running back, you know, ain't nothing wrong with none of the running backs. They're good. They just need a little bit more burst, a little bit more confident in themselves. Same with the wide receivers too. You know, they gotta get a little bit more juice on their route, get a little bit more separation. And also for the corners need to start looking back, playing the ball. They need to play the ball more while in the air, get interceptions and knockdowns instead of PIs. But other than that, I think we're good. I got good confidence in this game. I think we're going to take it 35-21. The Tide is going to roll.
Hey, but before you leave Tover Street, I appreciate you calling in. You know, I'm always amazed with the prospects in the state of Alabama. Give us real quick. You seem like a seasoned vet. Who's like the best athlete or the best football player to come out of Montgomery that you've seen?
Come out of the Montgomery that I've seen. Henry Ruggs so far.
And I was wondering if you'd say Henry Ruggs because I don't think a lot of people know that Henry Ruggs also played basketball, right? And he was
yes, he did.
And he was an absolute menace. I'm talking like dunks like Sean Kemp. If you go back and watch this, right? He I think he even liked basketball more than he liked football. If I'm mistaken, but yeah, Henry Ruggs. I went down there and I went to was it Lee High School that he went to?
Yeah, Lee High School.
I went down there and we interviewed his coach, and you know all the things that Henry Ruggs has went through and stuff like that. Just never thought that all that stuff would happen. But outside of that, like when at that particular time when I met Henry Ruggs, he was a very nice, well-spoken man, and his coach had a lot of positive things to say. That guy was amazing. He was so fast. I think he scored 5 touchdowns in his first catches here. But anyways, Tover Street, I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for the support inside the comment box, and we'll catch up with you next time.
Yes, sir. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, absolutely. All right, 678. Hey, thanks for calling. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with and where are you calling in from? Oops, dropped the call. 678. All right, let's try it again. Hey, welcome to the show. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with and where are you calling in from?
This is Steven from Powder Springs, Georgia.
Hey, Steven, thanks for calling in from Powder Springs. Talk about some good high school football. Holy cow. There's some elite high school football out where you're at. Steven, welcome to the show, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, Cal, all I wanted to say was this week, I think this is like a perfect matchup, offense to defense, our offense against Oklahoma's defense. And where I think is perfect is the fact that people view our running game as non-existent. I don't think that's the case. So Oklahoma has a strong run defense, but they don't have too much on the back end as far as passing go. And I think what's going to happen in this game is we're going to see a little bit more of the, I'm not even going to call it an unconventional running game at this stage. I'm going to say the grub running game. I think you'll see the running backs, you know, in a lot more stuff like sweeps and stuff like that. You may even see some option pitches. They may even pull out RPOs just because the way Brent Venables likes to load up the box to stop the run. And we haven't seen that this year. We haven't seen RPO play very, very little on offensive side of the ball. And I think this may be one of those weeks that we see something we're familiar with that we haven't seen this year. And I think that's going to be something that puts Oklahoma on their heels and sends them into scramble mode. So I expect to see the second half be a little bit slowed down, in my opinion, because I think what's going to happen, like I said, is going to be a grub running game with some stuff we haven't seen this year, simply because Oklahoma is so good at stopping the run. They're outside rushers. Those guys can really get after the quarterback, and they do a lot of tackles for loss, a lot of them. And I think that's where we're going to start seeing some of these, like I heard one caller earlier was talking about using some of the guys on the bench, some of the tight ends, and H-back roles. You may see Josh Cuevas in a lot of roles where he's pulling out on the edge to block a defensive end or outside linebacker just to get these guys out on the edge for a toss sweep or something. But I think they're going to be looking for something, and it's going to leave our passing game open a lot more than people realize. Their DBs are not bad, but at the same time, their DBs don't match up good with our receivers at all. So I think that's some of the things that, just in my mind, that we may see. But I think as far as score goes, I'm like a lot of people. I don't think this is going to be a real high-scoring game. I say we may see a 50-point total, but I say Bama 27, Oklahoma 17.
I like that score. Yeah, it's not far from mine. I have it 27-10. So, yeah, maybe you're giving Oklahoma another touchdown. I think you bring up some really good points. I mean, when I was kind of doing research, I fall back on the fact, and, I like Alabama's wide receivers against Oklahoma's secondary. I think that's one of the matchups that we might see. You know, we've been talking about the running game, kind of getting the running game going. I think this might be a game where you see the deep ball passing game really excel. I really do. We'll see if that turns up. But good call, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for calling in for Powder Springs. I appreciate the call.
Yes, sir. Roll Tide. Y'all have a blessed week.
Yeah, you too, man. All right. Yeah, good call from Powder Springs. All right, fam. As I said, my score prediction is 27-10. And I went over, the several different reasons that I'm confident in Alabama beating Oklahoma this week. I rest on the defense, and I have full confidence in Ty Simpson. I mean, that really has never wavered for me since he has started operating from week 2 to this point in time. What are we on, week 12 or whatever? I mean, the maturation and the continued progress of Ty Simpson and the elite defense has been something that I'm really happy in. I do have concerns about the run game, but I also like the special teams, and that's a critical part of this game, and I love home field advantage for Alabama, and I like Coach Kalen DeBoer against ranked teams. I mean, do I have to continue to say more and more? So that leads me with the score at 27-10. I'd even throw in the revenge factor. Maybe that'll come into play, but I like where Alabama sits. Call me Mr. Optimistic. Look, this is where I like to live. I like to live in this in the good side of things. So Alabama 27, Oklahoma 10. Should be one hell of a game. I'm taking the under for 50 points in this game. We'll see how it goes. And give me I'll take Texas over Georgia. Give me Texas over Georgia as kind of a SEC shocker, and Notre Dame and Pittsburgh overtime, with Notre Dame winning by a 52-yard field goal. All right. So J-Mac, I see you inside the comment box. He has it 34-17. Jarvis has it 34-17 as well. Hey, fam, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the super chat, for the love, for being inside the comment box. And I know we kind of hit a little section there after Eman called, and a lot of people talking about different things that they've gone through. Look, everybody is battling something. Every single person in this comment box out there in life. That's why I always say, be good people. It's easy to be nice. It's easy to take the high road sometimes, but that's the right thing to do. So be where your feet are at. Enjoy this beautiful thing we call life. It is Friday. Feel good. Get some good food in you. Enjoy it. Be where your feet are at, and we will see you Saturday on our watch along, which will start 15 minutes ahead of the game. And you know what I'm rocking with. I'm rocking with the antenna. The antenna life is good life. The quality is superior. And I have to tell you, this is the first time all season that I've been ahead on a couple of the plays. So we'll kick it tomorrow on the watch along right here on Bama Football on YouTube. I love y'all. Thank you so much. I have so much appreciation for you. I can never say enough. If you have a birthday or something like that, I think Aiden's coming into town for his birthday weekend. Hopefully he's able to find a table somewhere here in beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama. As news happens, right here all the time on the YouTube channel. Thanks for kicking it with me right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Have a blessed day. It is Feelgood Friday. Let your hair down.